Okay, is this working? Is this working? Or is it this one? All right, I hope that the stream is back up now. What we want to do is commission this machine here. So let's go ahead and just see if we can get some water out first of all. So just press a button and see what happens. Something like pre-infusion. All right, well, that's good. So we got some water coming out of the brew group. Looks like we got some water coming out of here already too. All right, well, that's good. Machine's working. We got the brew group primed. We've got the water outlet primed as well. And it is a little stiff in the beginning, but if you work on this, it does both swivel and articulate. That's theme one. So far, so good. I would say let's just make an espresso and see how the machine does. As as long as YouTube will let me stay online. Anyway, so I got this new baby grinder here, by the way, from Eureka. I'll be reviewing that at some point. It's very nice. You have to count the number of clicks that you have. That's the kind of unfortunate thing. Otherwise, it's awesome. Anodized aluminum. It feels really hefty. It's got a beautiful golden plated. I'm not sure what kind of plating that is on the burrs. I guess they're Etzinger burrs. Are really nice. So I've already got 16 grams here dosed out ahead of time. I did at least plan a little bit of something for the video. And we're going to go ahead and hand grind this and then pull a shot. Yeah, the grinder's cool. The hand grinder is from Eureka, yes. That's one of their new products, of their many new products. They call it the Baby. I would maybe call this something more like the Brutus because it is pretty robust. It is a nice grinder, the nicest one that I felt. So I do want to pop this out and make sure that this is not a pressurized one. Okay, it's not. Good. And that is what the inside looks like right there of the portafilter. Okay. So what we could do, by the way, is weigh. We could weigh the portafilter, see how heavy it is. Yeah, I'll probably open this up and see what's inside at some point. So this is 424 grams, pretty hefty portafilter, which is nice. Let's dose up. The only thing about this baby grinder is that the grounds get stuck in there a little bit on the glass. But that's all right. It's pretty awesome. Oh, 6:30 in Orlando. What's the temperature in Orlando right now, I wonder? Okay. Little WDT here. Now, this is only 16 grams. I don't know what these baskets are made for. I'm guessing between 16 and 18. But I think should be all right. 71 degrees. Okay, so That's what the puck looks like right there. And now, let's just see what kind of espresso we get out of it. Does the machine even work? Let's do that. Oh, and look at that. That's already a first issue. You can't fit a cup and a scale. That's too bad. Oh well, what are you going to do? Oh, there it comes. It's a bit of a problem for my cup because my cup has got kind of a narrow mouth at the top of it. I do like that it's got a shot counter here. That's nice. I'm guessing that's probably right around 30 grams there. So, very first shot from the machine. I'm just going to take a really little sip because actually I shouldn't be drinking any more coffee. I want to sleep later. And I'd like to run, generally when I get a new machine, I'll run a few shots before I drink any of them. But just to get an initial impression. Tastes like espresso. Okay, you do see that it's still dripping there, which is an indicator that it does not have a three-way solenoid inside or a two-way solenoid for that matter. That's a little bit too bad. And you can still see that there's pressure on there. So that needle is still in the pre-infusion, almost up to the espresso range zone right now. So you might want to just leave that for a little bit. But I thought what we could do also is let's just steam some milk and see how that works out. I guess I could use the included one, why not? And I better go get a cup right away. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to dump this out and get a cup. I just kind of like doing these spontaneous videos sometimes because it's nice to read the comments and see what people are saying. And it's a bit of a different dynamic when you can do something live and spontaneous and you don't know how it's going to work, what mistakes you're going to make. So, which one is the HiBREW? This one. I'm curious, how well does it steam? You can remove the spouts from the portafilter. Okay, I'll have to remember that in the future. Clean up my mess here a little bit. A lot of times with my videos that I make, half of it is just the setup and then the cleanup afterwards. The actual video itself probably takes as much time as does the setup and the cleanup. So let's see about steaming. Okay, I got to press that button. It would be nice if it would time it to see how long it requires to get up to steam mode. Okay, 130 degrees. Purge it a little bit. Now let's go to town. It's actually got a pretty good amount of power. Unfortunately, I can't show you right now. Maybe I could mirror this. Does that work? Probably not. Not that easy to do. Okay, it's getting nice and hot. Looks pretty silky. Can't really see that, can you? Oop. Anyway, just about any machine can make silky milk, I find. It is pretty darn good though. Looks just like wet paint. So I find like as long as the machine provides enough power, as long as the machine provides enough power for a whirlpool, and you'll get nice silky milk. Here, let me see if I can just adjust the camera a little bit. Okay, can you see that? Turned out pretty good. Turned out fine. All right. So that is that. Maybe I will go ahead and remove. Oh yeah, look at that. Sometimes these suckers are really difficult to remove on portafilters. You just never quite know. I think sometimes they're glued on. But yeah, actually looks pretty good. Like no glue on there or anything, just nice clean threads. You might even be able to get a manometer on there if you want to test the pressure. And that is what the puck looks like right there. Okay, so I think that's probably about it for our initial test. The machine works. We made an espresso. We steamed milk. The thing turns on. It pumps. Does what it's supposed to. I guess I have to. Yeah, I have to leave that steam mode there. And it says it's hot. So that's letting you know. That's letting you know that you have to cool down the thermal block inside. So I'm just guessing if I open this up, that's going to happen. Is that enough or no? I guess not. Yep. All right, now it's ready. Okay, so what this machine has is a manometer. It has a PID setting. It has, I'm guessing, our volumetric buttons for dosing. It has a pretty good steamer, actually. That's my dog. What it doesn't have is a solenoid valve to cut off the pressure here on the brew group. That's a little bit unfortunate. And it doesn't cool down automatically either. But it's almost always the case that if a machine doesn't have a solenoid, then it's also not able to cool itself down because it does need to switch the water path to have it end up down here into the drip tray. So I think what I'll do next